I see a future where you're going to be in your home, and that'll be where you make most of your funds, and everyone will be doing this. And there will no longer be actual physical places where the average person can go. There will no longer be any stores where you can walk around and get food. I didn't want to do this video, but everything that happens to you in life and that falls into your lap is not a random thing. It's a sign and a symbol, and it depends on what you do with it. Can make a difference within your life or everyone's life that surrounds you. Now, what I mean by not being able to go to the store, you are going to have to order your food in the future. And it will be very simple and easy and very quick. Actually, probably even quicker than us going to the store. We in the future, even now, we're always lazy and demanding of things, and they want a certain program, and we're going to give it to them due to our laziness programmed over eons and generations. And you're going to see that a lot of people will have to use their minds, much like we are using our minds on YouTube. You're going to have to do other things besides what used to work. Because you see, what used to work is now being replaced, sadly. We're going to watch this video, and then I'll continue on with my theory, because this has been on my mind for quite a while. Well, once again, the future is coming sooner than you think. So if you don't remember my previous videos from before, Village Pantry was one of the first to do the drone deliveries. And then a certain store, or I say coffee shop, Starbucks, was the second one to do the deliveries. Okay? This was just posted on the 22nd. All right? This is the future. This is it. These people are who us. We believe in the future, right? Okay? And we wanted it, right? So what they do is they tell you that this is something good. You see how it's starting off. Do you see how the 1984, the book series, and A Brave New World starts off? This is how it starts off right here. Okay? I know this looks like nothing to the average person, but slowly they're erasing our jobs. Slowly, very incrementally, just baby step by baby step. You see, I take this both as a good thing and a bad thing. Okay? Okay, yes, the guys won't even have to get out of their trucks anymore, but the guys won't be in their trucks. Are you understanding? Are you understanding? They successfully tested a drone that launches from a UPS vehicle. You understand? Deliver delivers a package and then returns the vehicle, all while the driver continues their scheduled delivery route. Company partnered with Ohio-based Workhorse Group. Does that really say Workhorse? But anyways, okay, so there what's gonna happen in the future, right? That the drivers are not going to be able to. They're not gonna even be able to drive around. You see, like they can't just all of a sudden do what they really want to do, which is like fire all of the people and start to deliver the items from drones. They really want to do that. They want the whole society to be not really controlled, but aided and assisted and kind of needed by these machines. You see, soon they will try to deliver your groceries. You know, they're trying to make it a society, a driverless society, where you don't have to drive anywhere, right? But yet you're controlled, you understand? Like you're happy, but you're controlled. And you limit yourself. Now for the people who are tech savvy, we can live in this world. You know, like I just realized about ebooks and stuff like that. And there's just a lot of different ways you could put your information out there and make, you know, a ton of wealth. But you're gonna have to make your own way of life, because soon the drones are going to take over pretty much anyone who's in the delivery business. I know a guy right now who's a truck driver and he sees the stuff, but it's sad that they're going to be erasing. Sad. Now, what I mean by this is that I saw a coming future when I did try to apply to get my CDL's license, which I do have. And I quickly ran away from it and went to the biggest option, which made more sense, because I saw how easy it was for them to get rid of you, because there's such a mass majority of people. And this old way of doing things, such as like delivering items that take massive amounts of fuel, and it just costs the company a whole bunch of money, like when they could do this and they've been perfecting it for years. And I just quickly realized that I said, I'm not going to be a part of something that's going downhill. I can't do it. Now, what's ironic is that this same gentleman that I'm talking about is part of the old mentality, the old I know pretty much everything mentality, the think I can buy you with material items mentality. You know, like it's just a big wave, a big new way of future is coming. It's on its way. And you know, even now his health is failing and stuff, like not badly or anything, but it's just sad to see, you know, the old way of things, where it was like a pyramid structure, where it just was really hard for people to kind of get by. Even nowadays, the old manual, hard work 12 hours just to get one little thing accomplished is going to be over soon. And the people who are going to be left are the people who actually want to use their minds to create. And you'll see like the welfare clients and stuff like that, and people who don't want to do anything. They're kind of going to be banished, but they're going to be in their own world doing their own little thing, you know, and people will handpick from them, you know. Do you want to create? Like the school system and everything is going to be like way different in the future. It's going to be focused more on creating and using your creativity at a very early age, rather than trying to expel energy on how to improve the world, because there's already people doing that. So I'm going to get very deep and pay attention, and I'm very serious right here. I see something happening. And what it is that all of us, we've never liked to work in our entire lives. You see what I mean? We don't like to work. I don't like to work. I don't like to have to do something mandatory every day, but I have so many ideas and things that I want to get out. Even though work is very healthy, I could still do the same in the gym if I wanted to. It's coming to a future where your ideas and thoughts will be more useful rather than your manual hands hard-working labor. Yes, a lot of people will suffer. There's already countries that actually is going through this without the actual robots and all this already happening. For instance, there's people actually who are paid to dig in the dumpsters, and this is just horrific. These are females and everything. I don't know if this is in Brazil or whatever, but you'll see these manual people just digging in the dumpsters, and it's just so unhealthy. At the same time, it gives those people money, but there's so many different ways that a person should be able to get money. It should be a lot easier, even if it took you a lot of clicking or doing whatever. You should be able to feed yourself from the internet. You should be, because not a lot of people can do the same thing as I or you. You know what I mean? Like, we're all different, and so there has to be an option for those people if they are born into this world. And yes, if you control the population, such and such. But if you control the population, you also erase what future idea could come up. And the last thing is, we are all one. I believe this massive change is due to, ourselves in the past learning from ourselves and, improving on. Because if we all didn't have a common need, none of this would be happening. He's literally the last of the Mohegans. Like, the mechanics are kind of the last of Mohegans, but there's right now you could be like a junkyard lord right now, because pretty much the prices have gone up for like a lot of parts that are really small on vehicles. So if you want to really get a part and get it fixed, you're going to have to pay a lot of money. So soon the cars won't even be able to... All cars with engines will be crushed one day. All right? And I see it in the junkyard too. The junkyard... When you first started seeing women in the junkyard, that should show you that the takeover it's already been taken over. They're just like, okay, let's get rid of the men so they're not going to complain and revolt. All right, that's why they have women inside of the buildings. Don't you think for a second that they're trying to empower women? No, the women are the weaker species. So if they indoctrinate all of the men in society, right? If they indoctrinate all of the men in the society because to go with this female agenda, or to just simply empower women, and while empowering women, bring in a new way of thinking to the new species of male that are coming up. So they have no clue about male rights back in the day, or actually being an actual contributor to the society and being seen as it. They switch that to the females. Now, I know a lot of you guys are like, I don't get what's going on in society, blah, blah, blah. Let me sum it up for you, okay? There is going to be a mass genocide of physical labor, okay? Physical labor, besides the mechanics for some reason, that'll be there for a minute. But just delivery things that are mundane, things that a robot can do, right? That is going to be wanted by, yes, you, the public, right? Not knowing you're tearing down yourselves. So eventually because they have the women inside of they're the weaker species. So when they kick them to the curb, there's not going to be there might be some people gathering to protest, right? But that's not going to do anything. If males aren't the backing of the protest, what the females are doing isn't jack shit. That's why it's been an upliftment of them, because they're the weaker species, so that when they tear down this society, there will be no arguments. There will be only people following, because women are followers. You understand? That's why they're empowering them. Empower them, give them their day, because when this ends, not society itself, but when the freebies end and the easy way to make cash ends, right? There won't be any men to fight for the cause of what used to be. No, we've already been overcome. We've already been taken over. Us men who in the future won't even have the backbone necessarily needed to rebel against the mass genocide of human labor. So this is the beginning right here. You know, a lot of people don't pay attention to this stuff, but I've did 3 videos. This is my 3rd video on this. This is really coming up sooner than we think. You know, a lot of the people who think that they have their secure jobs, it's being slowly eroded, you know, and you can't try to raise your kids up on the same technology that you used to survive on. Like, you can show them what you used to survive on, but give them a clue that they need to do something else that can make them more wealth, because what's going on in today's society is that they're devaluing your labor, because there's other options now. You know, there's going to be a lot of hurt people out here, and there's going to be a lot more thoughts on the street. And I'm prepared to save my money, because I'm glad the females of today showed their true colors, because I'm not messing with you when this stuff starts to come into fruition. I'm not going to go out of my way to try to coop up some chick, to try to keep her around, to try to keep myself alive and her at the same time. No, it's going to be struggle enough to keep myself alive and my daughter and whatnot. No, I've never kissed a woman's ass, and I never will. And there's been times when I've felt wondered why are women acting so weird or whatever. Is because they're easily manipulated. They're easily taken over. They're easily for eons. This is the super takeover. You know, back in the day, it was the caveman dragging them out of the caves, and then it was just, you know, different things. But once this world realized that they're workhorses. Literally, females are workhorses, but weak workhorses who will just follow anything, follow down any trail. They're sheep. So they knew that if they empowered the sheep over the wolves, right, that when they're ready to come for slaughter, all they have to do is just, you know, bring down that chopping block, and the sheep is, man, that's it. It's not like dealing with a wolf when you got 1 or 2 wolves who might get in a chopping block, and then other wolves will get the hint that something bad is going on. Like, no, the sheep, the cows, the pigs, they all follow the same line, the same trend, and will head into their own destruction. And that is the majority of females. Sorry, the female anatomy is easily taken over. Just like that. And you think that you're being empowered, you're really a part of a program to erase humanity.